welcome back to Plagowski Pins and Collectibles. I have a bunch of blind boxes for you today. Welcome back. I got some blind boxes today. You probably, if you watched my Main Street mail video from last week, you'll have seen that I wasn't real happy with the fact that I got a Loungefly blind box pin in that particular box, but I do like these blind boxes and I do enjoy the Loungefly pins. I find the quality of many of these pins are actually quite good. I just don't like them in Disney boxes, but I do in blind boxes that are Disney oriented. That's just me. I'm just a little fussy that way. But I do like unveiling or unwrapping, if you will, these blind boxes when I buy them for myself. I also like to trade these. There are people who like to collect these pins, and I belong to a couple of pin trading groups. There's one in particular here in Canada that I belong to that I can put the link down below if you're interested on Facebook. Those that I don't keep, I typically will resell in my eBay store, which also has a link down below should you ever be interested in something that I might have that I might be reselling. But anyway, this is not a commercial, but I just want to let you know that's what I do. Anyway, before we get started, let's put my glasses on so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. That's better. I have 2 sets of pins today. I've got 5 boxes, I believe. 2, 4, 5, yeah. I've got 5 boxes of the Villains and 5 boxes of the Marvel blind box pins. So the Villains pins themselves are basically you have Maleficent, you have the Queen, you have Ursula, Hades, Cruella, and Captain Hook. And then of course in the Marvel boxes, you've got Thor and Loki and Ant-Man, Captain Marvel. So like these are pretty nice. Now these particular pins, Marvel ones, are actually really great quality. My daughter's got most of the sets, so if I get a Loki, or a Thor, it'll probably go to her. But anyway, let's start with these. Let's start with the Villains versions first, and then we'll do the Marvel ones after. All right, I'm gonna try unboxing these in this position, but if I feel like I'm not getting the close-ups that I'm really wanting, I'm probably going to move the camera down to the table. So let's just see how this plays out. Let's start with the first box and we'll make a decision as to how we go from there. So this is the first box. These Villain, all of these pins were $9 Canadian, essentially $8.90 American. But if you were to buy these in the store here, they would be $9.90, I believe, is what you would pay for these. I did use some Hot Topic cash, so I actually paid less for these. But let's start with the first Villains box and see what we have. Sorry for all of the noise, by the way. It's going to be hard with the microphone to eliminate some of this noise, but I'll cut the bags. Maybe that'll help make it a little easier. First pin. And it's Ursula. So there she is. There's Ursula in all her glory. I think this is the best you're going to get if I do this. So I think I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to do this differently. There's Ursula and all her beauty. That's a good close-up right there. So you can kind of see what she looks like. As you can see, the quality of the pins is pretty good. It's got a high sheen, a high gloss to it, but they're quite nice. They're quite nice. And if I flip it around for you, you'll see that on the back, it just says Disney. So I'm going to open her up. So as you can see, I'll just show you the back of the box. You can see a little bit better this time around. Those are the 6 pins that you have an opportunity to get. So let's open this up and see what we got. And we have the Evil Queen. You can see her there in all her glory. Now, sometimes these pins have little minor scratches. This one actually has a surface scratch, and it comes straight from factory that way. That's the unfortunate thing about these high gloss pins, is that you'll often get these kinds of imperfections. On to the next box. Okay, here we go. Third bag. Let's see, who have we got? Oh, finally, we've got a different one, Hades. Excellent. I actually really like this one a lot. I'm going to probably hang on to this one. Here we go. There's the back. Hubby has a small Hades collection, so we'll probably add him to that collection. Box number 4. Oh, this is different. Oh, here we go, Maleficent. Perfect. I actually have a Maleficent collection, so I will be keeping this one. There's the back for you. I like the color on this one. And last but not least, all right, let's see what's in here. Oops. Jumped around. Oh, it's another Hades. Look at that. My first duplicate. So that's great. Hades is super popular. So I will probably trade him or sell him, depending on whether somebody picks it up right away from me. So there you go. Those are the 5 I have from this collection. There you go. Quite the nice collection of pins, if I do say so myself. The interesting thing about this set here is that I got all of them except for Captain Hook. Kind of wish I had gotten Captain Hook, because then I would have a complete set if I had Captain Hook. All right, let's move on to the next set. All right, so now we're moving on to the Marvel bags. Again, to remind you, this is what they look like. Here's a close-up look. give you a better sense of what's in here. These are really nice quality pins, by the way. Super nice. I have yet to get the Chase, so let's see if we are lucky enough to get that in this one. All right, let's get going. First box. And this is Ant-Man. There you go. And they're really heavy. They're good quality pins. I like these a lot. There it is there, so you can see the detail. Isn't that awesome? It's a beautiful bag. And then you can see the back of these pins are really nice as well. They have sort of that crown top. Pin number 2. And this one is Iron Man. Look at that. Look at the quality of these pins. Isn't that beautiful? Love that. All right, there's Iron Man number 2. Number 3 is another Ant-Man. There's a repeat. Box number 4. There's Captain America. That's a nice pin too. And last but not least, box number 5. And it's another Cap. No chaser in this one. Wah wah. Here's a close-up just so you can see what they look like. Beautiful. All right, so there you go. We got our 5 Marvel boxes and our 5 Villains boxes. And I got a few repeats, but that's okay. I'm not unhappy with that. Thanks again for joining Plagowski Pins and Collectibles. I do appreciate you taking the time to be here today. If you like this content, give it a big thumbs up. And if you really want to see more of it, subscribe, because I'll have more unboxings, I'm sure, as the time goes on. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.